Hello everybody, it's Crystal Light. I haven't made a video in a while, but I have nevertheless still been working with my crystals. Now, recently I went to Chartres in France, and I went to the cathedral, and I saw the labyrinth on the cathedral floor. It's the only labyrinth to exist in a cathedral still. And this is what I've been studying recently, a bit about sacred geometry, and one of those is the labyrinth, which I'm really fascinated by. Here is a postcard from the Chartres Cathedral showing the labyrinth, and this is called an 11-part labyrinth. The labyrinth is where you can enter and you follow the path. It's unicycle, there's only one way, there's not like a maze, there's not dead ends to confuse you. And it's supposed to really help you to focus, to center yourself. If you follow the path, some people can walk the path if you're actually there, or you can just follow it with your eyes. So anyway, this is a very well known sacred symbol, and I've been doing quite a bit of studying about it. Anyway, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you about a labyrinth crystal grid which I'm going to make. I've been inspired, I thought why not make a crystal grid. Now just to show you, this is the start of it. Obviously I can't create a grid this size on my dining room table, so what I've done is I've set out, using a piece of string, a very simple labyrinth shape. If you follow it through, it's going to go like this, all the way through to the center. And I'm going to place my crystals along this string and then remove the string. Now what I have done here is I have set out on a mat my crystals, and by using a dowsing method with my pendulum, there's a little sheet, it's just a tea towel, I've set my crystals into 3 groups using my pendulum, by asking it which crystals want to go into the outer circle of the labyrinth, the second circle and the inner circle. So this is what I've dowsed, and in a bit I'm going to now place the crystals along the string to create my labyrinth crystal grid. So this is all for now. Okay, just to show you so far what I've done, I've just put in my inner circle. So through the pendulum I was guided to put these crystals in this order. I was dowsed, and I asked which crystal wants to go first, which wants to crystal go next. So if I just zoom in here, look here, you can see that kunzite wanted to be the first of the inner circle. I've then got amethyst, rose quartz, rhodochrosite, prehnite. So very interestingly, starting off with some very heart sort of chakras. And then, so I basically started placing like this, and then like that, and that was the inner bit. I'm now ready to put the crystals around the second part of the labyrinth. Okay. So anyway, just to show you how I am selecting the crystals, here is my pendulum. There's a few knots in it, but I still think it works okay. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to say who would like to go next. So which crystals would like to go next? So for example, let me try this one. I'm sort of using a mixture, because there's a lot of crystals, I'm kind of looking at which ones I'm drawn to and just checking. So would you like to go next? Would you like to go next? Would you like to go next? So as you can see, my thing for yes, obviously it depends on what your spin for left yes is. My thing for yes is in a anti-clockwise position, which I've done before. So, so is this the question which wants to go next? Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to pick this up and place it on the labyrinth here. So this is the crystal which wants to go next in my labyrinth. So that's how I'm selecting it. This is what it looks like so far. Like a snail really, isn't it? Snail shell almost. Interestingly, you know, the shape of Paris and its arrondissements is this snail as well. Anyway, I'm just going to do one more just to show you how I select it. So, who would like to go next? Which crystal would like to go next? Would you like to go next? So you can see that's a no. Would you like to go next? Yes. So I'm really feeling my gut which one I'm drawn to. I'm not always getting it right first time, but it certainly helps to feel it. Okay, so that's how I'm selecting it. Okay, so this is very exciting. I have now finished my labyrinth and I'm about to take the string away. So let's just take it away in bits. I just did it in bits like this, very carefully. Just might need to adjust a few. Just very delicately taken away. Be caught underneath there. Here. Really carefully taking this away. Bits there. And ta-da! Yay! Oh wow, that is beautiful. So I hope you have as much fun as I have had making this labyrinth. I have never done this before. I have dedicated this grid, and before I even started, the intention to serve the highest good and in love and light, and for this grid to be used for healing. Anyway, so let's just follow the path through with my finger. So we're going to go through like this, through the grid. It's just amazing, the thought of like all the healing which when I'm passing through here, all the way. It feels really nice actually just moving my finger all the way to the centre of the heart, perhaps the centre of our soul. Anyway, please do let me know if you decide to make a labyrinth grid. Obviously you can make bigger ones, depending on how much crystals you have. I've just about stretched it. These moonstones were actually just on a bracelet, and I just needed those at the end to finish off. But this is I probably will try and find a few crystals maybe just to add on here. But at the moment, none, when I dowsed for it, none of them wanted to go there. So I'll see, maybe I'll add a few more crystals to my collection just to make it round it off a bit there. But obviously, like you could do, see this is not quite the same, but as Chartres Cathedral, you might even want to one day do that. I know many people, I've looked on websites, have made, you know, labyrinths in their land using plants and crystals. Obviously this could look like a chakra, I don't know, but anyway, I'll be interested to see how this affects the energies in the home, in what happens, what's opportunities that we get here in our lives, what healing we have. But please do share your labyrinth grids if you choose to make them, if you feel guided to make them. And let me know what effects it may have, if it has any. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Namaste.